Get your paddles wet. Get your paddles wet.
Addie, what are we doing?
Yes, get my paddles wet.
There you go.
Look at him. There he is. Adventure Outdoors.
Because I'm a team player, baby.
Is sporting the monkeying around shirt. That's what I'm talking about. So it's the start of Get Your Paddles Wet 2019. And we're getting loaded up Saturday morning. And we're fixing to roll down the Waccamaw.
Get Your Paddles Wet 2019. The idea for the trip was kind of born about 2 years ago, 3 years ago now. And the idea was to get more people, no matter your experience level, no matter your knowledge of kayaking or even camping, to get you out on the river and enjoy yourself. And for the past 2 years, at the conclusion of the Get Your Paddles Wet trip, I've always been asked, is there going to be a second one? With that in mind, I started planning early this year. And planning early meant I was going to have to travel a little further south, find some warmer water and some warmer weather. At times, the mountains in North Carolina can still have snow, even in March. Last summer, I did a trip with J&L Kayaking in North Myrtle Beach. They were a great group of folks, and I had decided I was going to reach out to them. As soon as I did, Lori, one of the co-owners, answered the phone. And she was wonderful. She said, I'll help you any way I can. I think she was excited too. So I had the location, I had the date, had the outfitter picked out. Now it was just time to plan for some camping. Now, I had never paddled the Waccamaw River. I knew nothing about it. My plan was to travel down to the beach and spend a day or so exploring the river and trying to pick out a campsite. But as the date kept getting closer and closer, I was running out of time. So I figured it was time to move on to plan B. So I reached out to Bobby D. Bobby D's got a YouTube channel as well, and he lives in the Myrtle Beach area. And I knew that he had paddled the Waccamaw River before. I had talked to Bobby D a couple times on Facebook and YouTube. And as soon as I reached out to him, his first words were, "You gotta call River Island Adventures." So I picked up my phone, dialed the number, and Jeff answered the phone. As soon as I hung up with Jeff, I knew the planning was over, and this was going to be the location of Get Your Paddles Wet 2019. I had the date, I had the location, I had the camping. Everything was lined up. Now I got to get people to come. One of my first stops was Steve from Adventure Outdoors. Steve's got a YouTube channel, and he's a North Carolina boy as well. And as soon as he committed, I said, "Steve, you got to bring the adventure van." And he did, absolutely. He was in and ready to go. With all the plans and everything just falling into place, I'm going to be in North Myrtle Beach. I need to reach out to Hook, Line, and Paddle. Now, Hook, Line, and Paddle is a kayak shop up in the Wilmington area. It's only about an hour north of Myrtle Beach. And I knew it would be awesome if we could get the owner, Chris, to come down and spend the weekend with us. Back in 2016, Chris paddled the Cape Fear River, did a 200-mile trip from source to sea, and he took our state magazine along for the ride. I wanted Chris to come camp with us and have a little question and answer session around the campfire on Saturday night. As soon as I reached out to Chris, he said, "Yeah, man, I'm all in. Let's do it." It started out with some folks coming in on Friday night. Some folks wanting to camp at River Island Adventures. Steve showed up. He brought the adventure van, and everybody was ready. Saturday morning we met up at 9 a.m. and we were shuttled up the river about 9 miles to paddle back to the campground. With all the rain North and South Carolina had received over the past several months, the river was moving fast and it was way up. And the short paddle back to the campground only took us a few hours. So Saturday, we were back at camp. Everybody that had showed up Saturday morning, they were there, ready to set up their campsite, and we were going to hang around the campground and have fun at River Island Adventures. It was neat watching the kids run around. Jeff, he had some games set up around the campground, and it was fun watching the kids play in the hammocks and run around and mess with the games. And Saturday night, we all had supper and met at the campfire and spent a little time talking with Chris from Hook, Line, and Paddle. If you didn't make it for this trip, don't worry. There's definitely going to be plenty more. Follow us on Facebook and YouTube and check us out. Because maybe with this one planned so early this year, there might be a Get Your Paddles Wet point 2. Until the next time we see you on the river, get out there, have fun, and go get your paddles wet.
Paddles Wet 2019. If you weren't here, you missed it. But hey, stay tuned, check us out, Facebook, YouTube, because we're going to be doing some more. We're going to be having fun.